This podcast is certified fresh. Freshmediaworks.com.
I don't know if it's done indoor before, but I'm trying to build like a smart indoor hive, but I'm trying to make a heat treatment for the varroa mites by making a convection unit. So I learned computational fluid dynamics software, and I modeled the heat transfer inside.
Welcome to Lunch with Chris. We're your host, Chris Doelle, brings you uplifting interviews with extraordinary individuals making a positive impact. Join as he introduces remarkable people who have left their mark on their respective fields.
Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast? It is the absolute best way to grow your brand, spread your message, and build your following. Fresh Media Works can help. We do all the heavy lifting, and you just focus on your message. To find out how easy we can make launching your new podcast, call 713-269-4620 or check us out at freshmediaworks.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Lunch with Chris. Well, it's a virtual lunch. We're not really eating lunch together, but my guest today is Oliver Taylor, and Oliver has created something that is so cool. And Oliver, first, before we get into the beehives and all the stuff you've created, give us a little background. Where'd you grow up? How'd you get into doing this sort of thing?
Yeah, sure. So thanks for having me. So I'm 13. I live in Utah.
And what got you into, was it the 3D printing that interested you the first, or was it, beekeeping? How'd you tie those two together?
So I've just always liked to build stuff. It kind of started, we have a family tradition. Every Christmas, we build projects for each other. And then
So cool.
I also just love to build stuff. We also have had an outdoor hive for about 3 years. And so that's where the beekeeping aspect came into it. And some of my projects, I've done a 15-foot 2x4 backyard trebuchet catapult. And I've made a machine that turns bottles into filament for my 3D printer. And it's been a lot of just mini projects that have built my skills up. I have 5 3D printers right now. One of them I built. I learned to build one.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
So, sorry, I have to ask about the trebuchet because that seems like something extremely cool, but could also get you into a lot of trouble. What made you do that one?
So, well, I saw YouTube videos of just people building them.
Yeah.
And I built one last year. It was really scary. But this year I took the time and I bought the right stuff. And yeah, 15-foot trebuchet. We would launch stuff just through our yard and stuff. It was super fun. I got some of my friends to help me build it. But yeah, super fun.
What kind of stuff are you launching?
We would keep it safe. I mean, we would occasionally do rocks. I launched scissors one time, but yeah, it was mostly just tennis balls and stuff. We didn't have a super heavy counterweight just to be safe.
Okay, so no watermelon tosses or anything like that. Good. That's so cool. And so you mentioned you always like to build things. When did you get into 3D printing itself?
I think a couple years ago. Well, we've had a 3D printer for a while, then we had to give it away. But then, yeah, a couple years ago, I got a 3D printer for myself, and I got really into that, and I started to learn how to design stuff, and I got better. And my beehive project, I learned that while teaching myself a new software. Kind of a bad idea, but it was just a cool project to learn.
Well, no, I love the results, and us too. We've had bees now for 2 years, which is probably why the algorithm on social media showed me one of your videos, because I'm looking at stuff about bees, and I was blown away by it. The fact that it's, for people who haven't seen it, it's basically like the old-fashioned ant farm that you have in your house where you can watch them dig holes and tunnels. but you can actually watch inside a beehive, which blew me away. Of course, the first question I had is, how the heck do they get outside? And explain that to them, how it all works.
So the hive, the bees are inside, like the queen is inside, and there's this clear ventilation tube that leads to an attachment in the window. So they fly in and out, and then there's a built-in water dish, so they get their water there. And then the hive has like a sugar water feeder to get the colony started. And there's a plexiglass viewing screen that you can just see the bees, and it's actually really cool to just see what they do on a daily basis. And the hive is modular,
Uh-huh.
and it's all mostly 3D printed. But as the colony grows, you can add on. And I built a honey extractor unit, so I got some honey last year. So yeah, this is the second year
Yeah.
doing this, and I've just been upgrading it, getting it better.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the modular aspect of it and the fact that it looks like a honeycomb too. That was kind of cool. Is that you can connect them all together. They can add another one, they have brood down below. Here they're putting honey, and then you built the extractor. And I've seen these hives that have come out recently that have the extractors built in. Is that the same kind of technology that you just incorporated into it?
Yeah, so it's called like they're frames from what's called a flow hive. We
Hmm.
actually have an outdoor flow hive. What happens, it's these special frames, the bees put their honey in, and then you insert a lever and you twist it, and then the honey just flows out. So no bees going out around my room while I'm extracting.
Nice, nice. And so how do your friends react when they come in and they see a beehive in your room?
Oh, it's been really crazy. At school, I'm kind of known as like the bee kid now.
I bet.
But my friends, they're just like blown away when they see it. It's
Yeah, no
pretty neat.
doubt. Yeah, and I seen you've been written up by a magazine or two, or talk about the press coverage you've gotten around this.
Yeah, so well, this all started. My dad took a video of it. I didn't even know about it and put it on his Instagram
Yeah,
and like went viral. And one of my original videos on his account is at 23 million views right now.
nice.
So I've got interviewed by Popular Science, the magazine,
Yeah,
um, then just some other miscellaneous like websites and stuff. I
yeah.
was featured in some international news sources, as well as there was this one Italian magazine that I was put in, which was pretty cool. And yeah, it's just a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would imagine now people are coming to you, either universities saying, "Hey, you should come to our college," or companies saying, "Hey, do you want a job?" Are you getting any of those kind of offers yet?
I'm getting some like internship type
Yeah.
things, but not a lot of like companies. I mean, there's been like sponsorship requests, and I've taken some of those, but it's not too much of that type of stuff right now.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. No, I tell you, it amazes me. I just when I saw it, I was blown away. First thing I did is ran, to show my wife, who is not a social media person. I said, "You have to see this. This is so cool," because we're really into our bees right now.
Oh yeah, cool.
And the fact that you can actually see them.
But there's also the thing that people believe that the bees, they don't know, since the indoor temperature is so high, they fly out and then they freeze
Oh,
immediately.
yeah, I didn't think
But
about that.
it's happened a bit, but the thing is, it's like social media. One person says it, everyone's scared. Like,
Right.
so yeah. I'm building, I don't know if it's done indoor before, but I'm trying to build like a smart indoor hive,
Uh-huh.
but I'm trying to make a heat treatment for the varroa mites by
No
making
way.
a convection unit. So I learned computational fluid dynamics software, and I modeled the heat transfer inside. And so I actually have another square hive in my room on the other side of the room. I mean, I haven't featured it yet on Instagram,
Right.
right? But I'm just trying to. I'm doing a science fair on this, and I got invited. I was like the top 10% of science fair projects in the country.
I'm sure. Gosh.
I'm applying for a national science fair. And So what I'm doing, I'm trying to do a chemical treatment in the hexagon hive,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna try and do the heat treatment in square hive, and I just want to see if it'll work. Because what has really like stopped people for outdoor hives is the heat treatments. It's just too much labor for them.
Yeah.
So I was thinking for like a personal thing, like even maybe connecting it with an app, like start treatment section, and then your hive uh cooks all the mites off. So
That's crazy. I love
yeah.
it. I love
You
it.
So, one of the companies who's like sponsored me, Send Cut Send, they're a sheet metal company,
Uh-huh.
and I made a sheet metal aluminum locking sliding back bracket, so you can take the hive off, and then I've made removable self-spacing frames inside, so you can take them out and inspect. I mean, I'm probably not
Yeah.
going to do that, but that's just for like the peace of mind and for the people who want
Sure.
to do that.
So tell people where they can find out more about you, where they can find out more about these, the 3D printed beehives.
So, I'm mainly on like an Instagram account right now. I mean, I have a YouTube account, but I don't do like much with that.
Right.
But it's O Taylor Official on Instagram, and oh yeah, I'm also on like Facebook too. So you could just check it out there.
Nice, nice. And so will you be offering these beehives for sale?
I think some of them I will. I just need to perfect the system, make sure it's safe and all.
Right,
But I
right.
think I will.
And then probably partner with the manufacturer to smooth it all out.
Yeah, I'm just right
Cool.
now trying to find trying to find someone who'd like to work with me.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that a lot. And yeah, when you're ready, let me know because you know, that's what I do. I do business all day. So I saw it. I'm like, oh, people will love this. Have you had any pushback from people who say, I don't want a tube going out my window because that, maybe cuts down on the R value of insulation on their window because you have to have a spacer in there. Have you heard any of that or dealt with any of that?
So there's been a lot of doubters about this. I mean, just from the start, it's been like people don't think a 13-year-old can build that and all that.
Right.
Then there's also, I mean, people who just don't either don't listen to the videos or like don't want to believe it, but they're always coming up with like things that can go wrong. But the thing is like last year, like it proved a lot of those things wrong. Like it
Yeah.
worked. No, my Hive is not a perfect system. It works. But yeah, there's been some negative things from people who have like reached out, but I mean, I know the facts. It's okay.
There you go. I love that. And how much honey have you gotten out of your hive thus far?
Um, I don't know exactly how much, like
Right.
it's not definitely not as much as like you would get from a normal hive,
Yeah.
but like just like a decent amount. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly.
but
Like,
you also don't have to put the suit on and go out there and open it all up to watch them.
yeah.
That's what's cool. Cool. Well, Oliver, gosh, I want to thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me and sharing a little bit about your story. I definitely want to keep in touch. And as this evolves into something, whether it's bee related or 3D printing related, or you becoming, superstar on Wall Street, whatever you end up doing, I want to stay in touch because you're very cool.
Well, thank you.
You bet. Y'all take care.
Ready to grow your podcast beyond 1,000 downloads per episode? Join the Podcast Masters Guild and unlock proven strategies, expert coaching, and a community of fellow podcasters to elevate your show. Visit freshmediaworks.com/PMG and start growing today.